This is going to be a demonstration video on how to set up your own local area network using a network switch for various tasks like gaming and sharing files without the use of internet. This is a Dell PowerConnect 2216. It's an older version of their network switch line. It's 16 port, which means you can connect 16 different PCs up to it in your local area network. You can get these network switches for fairly cheap, and you can spend a lot of money on it depending on what you want. This is an unmanaged network switch. The difference between unmanaged and managed is unmanaged you can basically plug and play. You don't have to set up any firewalls or any IP addresses for your PCs. With a managed port switch, you've got to do those things. This port network switch came with quite a few accessories in the box. Comes with user documentation guide, product information guide, getting started guide. I actually didn't even need to read any of this stuff because, like I said, it's unmanaged, so it's just plug and play. And here's your mounts for rack mounts if you want to put it in a server cabinet. And it came with your rack mount screws and stuff. Word perfect. And you can tell this is kind of an older model. It came with an AOL CD. And that's about it for that. I'm going to show how to connect this network switch up to your PCs now. Alright, what I got here is my Lenovo Y460, and we're going to connect that to the network switch here. And I've also got a Hewlett Packard G60 sitting here, and I'll connect that to the network switch as well. And we're doing this without internet, and I'll show you how you can set up your own LAN parties for games or whatever, and be able to share files as well through Windows. So here we got our power plug for our network switch. Go ahead and just plug that in, and it'll power up. It'll show you this little light there. Will power up. That tells you it's on. Then we'll need a few of these just your standard Cat5 Ethernet cables, and we'll go ahead and plug those in. It doesn't matter where you plug it into the network switch. And when you plug it in, you'll see blinking lights on the number 1. Each port on the network switch has lights that tell you that when you're plugged into something. Alright, so we'll need another Ethernet cable, Cat5 cable, just like we plugged in there. And we can plug this into any port we want to. I'll plug it into 8. Alright, and we'll just go ahead and plug that into right there. And now our light turned on over there, so that tells us that we're connected now. That's the basic setup of a network switch. Here we are in network. This is where you're going to be able to share your folders and files. That's when you have both your PCs connected to the network switch. I noticed that sometimes you have to restart your PC for it to show up on the other computer. And mind you, this is without a router or an internet connection. This is just using the network switch like I showed you earlier. Both of them being connected to the network switch. And I'm on Excel PC right now, my Lenovo, and this is the G60. And you can just log in to the other PC, and as long as you know the passwords. And any of the files that you've set for sharing, you're going to be able to share. And how you do that, basically, it's pretty simple. All you got to do is go to a file that you want to share. Any file, it can just be C drive too. You just go to Properties. You go to Sharing. In this Advanced Sharing here, you just click Share this folder and Apply. And that's how you do it. And then those folders that you shared will show up in here. So that's how you share files and folders over a network switch without internet or router. We've covered how to share files and folders over a network switch without a router or internet. Now I'm going to discuss how you can start your LAN party playing various games, doing the same thing as we did with the files and folders without using a router or internet. I'm going to show you on my desktop here how to do that, and then I'll show you physically with my camera, just so you get an idea of what to do. Since we're using an unmanaged network switch, it's going to assign you an IP for your PC that's different from the other PC that's connected or PCs of your network switch. You'll have to restart your PC for it to give you an IP. And once you do that, you're going to want to start up command prompt. And how you do that is you just type CMD in your Windows based platform. And here all we do is type ipconfig. Since we're using the Ethernet with our network switch and the local area connection that we've created, we want to go up to this Ethernet adapter local area connection. Now I've got a ton of other things down here that don't really have anything to do with what we want to do here. So this is all we need to look at: Ethernet adapter local area connection. And in there is going to be an auto configuration, which I presume our network switch gave us, which is 169.254.11.3. For your other PC, it's going to give you a different number. So once we've obtained this number right here, we can go ahead and start our LAN server. And I've got a few games that I can show you on how to start that, but that was basically all we needed to know on how to get the information we need to start the server. Now I'll go ahead and show you physically what we need to do. Once we've got everything set up and ready to start our LAN server or LAN party, you want to pick your machine out of all the ones you have connected to the network switch, and that's going to be the one that's going to host for everyone else. So we'll use the Lenovo this time around just for testing purposes, and we'll go ahead and just start up Return to Castle Wolfenstein. And there's host game. Go ahead and host game, and then we'll just go ahead and start server. And it says connecting to local host up at the top right there. Same goes for Quake 2. You just most games have a place where you can host LAN, whatever. And I'll choose my character. All right. So this server is set up for our LAN using our network switch. Now over to here, all we've got to do, and this goes for the same if you've got, this is a 16 port switch, so if we had 15 other PCs we'd be doing the same thing as this one. We go ahead and we just go over to Wolfenstein. Start that up, and we don't go to host game this time because we're not starting the server. We started the server with the Lenovo, so we go to play online. Well, you don't have to go to play online. Basically all we gotta do is hit this key right over here next to the 1, and as in with most games, all you gotta do is type connect, and then we want to type in the IP address that was assigned to us by the network switch on the Lenovo, and we've got that right there, 169.254.11.3. So 169 169 254.11.3. Alrighty. So it says we're connecting, and it should say at the bottom right here when we connect. Somewheres. I have to pick my character though. Alright, there we are. Yep. G60 is me. And, well, it didn't show it there, but yep, we connected. And that's basically the basics of setting up a network switch and being able to play on your own local area network without using the internet or a cable modem or a router. It's pretty simple stuff on an unmanaged network switch. If you got any questions, please leave the comments in the comment section below and I'll answer them. Although I don't think there should be too many because this is pretty simple stuff. Like I said, a managed network switch will be a little bit tougher to work with because you'll have to do extra things. This is basically just plug and play like I showed you in the video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for other videos.